Those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream.
Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
Let's go Celtics! Let's go Celtics!
It's all about the Lakers and the Celtics!
I picked my head up, and I took a blink, and I blinked again, and I see the Lakers right in front of me.
I'm loving every living moment of this. This is the kind of stuff that I'm going to be talking about, 20, 30 years from now.
They're going to give the Lakers a run for their money in the conference final, but ultimately the Lakers will beat them in 6.
In 6 games?
Yeah.
Forget about the numbers, just his being out there on the court. The Lakers are so big, so long, and the Celtics, they just couldn't match that presence in the paint.
Excellent game off the bench. Rondo, Allen for threes.
Phil Jackson and Kobe Bryant expect 2 things out of this team: win the West and try to gain home court advantage. And those 2 gentlemen know the Boston Celtics have got off to a historic start.
Kobe Bryant watches the Lakers melt down.
Under 3 minutes down. Kobe, pull up, 3 over Rondo, switch.
I'm thinking about the next round.
Already?
Of course.
You got at least 5 days. Did you not enjoy it just a little?
I'm going to get close to the top of Mount Everest and just lay down and sleep for a week.
I'm not saying for a week,
Get
but you could
frostbite, have my toes fall off. Oh, man, I'm going to keep moving.
Shot clock at 3, Bryant trying to draw a foul. Puts up a 3, and again, Kobe Bryant from downtown. His 3rd three-pointer already. Bitterly with this just destruction here in Game 6. Ray Allen, another 3, knocks it down. Set, match, season, championship. After a 22-year absence, the Boston Celtics are NBA champions once again. Number 17, soon to be raised to the rafters.
For the first time since 1986, a championship is won here in the city of Boston for a Boston team. We've seen the Patriots, we've seen the Red Sox, but it hasn't been done here since the Celtics did it 22 years ago.
Celtics defeat the Lakers 4-2. Kobe Bryant, MVP of the regular season, but he went up against a formidable defense.
Well, the goal was to win a championship. It wasn't to win MVP or anything like that. It was to win a championship. So, from that aspect, we failed.
They beat us up pretty bad. Just the way we lost, the feeling left afterwards. It was painful. It was painful to go through.
The Boston Celtics, another destruction of the Lakers here in Game 6.
And it also doesn't hurt that Paul Pierce is playing like an MVP.
We won the Eastern Conference Championship because of our record, but that's not a banner they're going to put up. We won a division a few years ago, and that's not a banner they're going to put up. A lot of teams in the NBA, they put those banners up. That just goes to show you the expectations and what it's all about being a Celtic, and that's winning championships.
Losing to Boston hurt a lot. Watching them celebrate, do the Gatorade bath, up by 30, and then while they clean the court, we have to sit there and we'll listen to the fans yell at us.
There's no doubt that you run through the idea that this is something you want to advantage. A team that had a celebration on the floor, on their building before time was out. And so that left a lingering feeling of not having a chance to have a subset of a payback.
Kobe, how do you make your team mentally tougher next year?
think experiences do that. I think once you go through your ups and downs and you struggle a little bit, taste defeat, I think that makes you a little tougher.
Boston is back strong again. The Lakers are back strong again. Could be on a collision course one more time.
I hope so.
Yes. What is it going to take this time to beat them? Do you know what you need to do as a team to beat them the second?
Well, there were a couple things. One, they were tougher than we were, physically tougher, stronger, and they imposed their will on us.
Back of the ramp, Garnett on the slam follow.
We got to be a little tougher. We got to get a little meaner. Outside of that, we got to be a better defensive team. Everybody has to be focused. Everybody has to be ready to go. And you have to play with that sense of urgency on every possession.
This is what we really got to figure our energy up. We're playing desperation basketball. Hey, no mercy, man.
Everybody's in shape. Everybody's ready to go. So we just got to stay healthy. That's the big key. Stay healthy. Stay healthy and play defense, rebound the ball. We'll be fine. Be back in this position now to try to redeem a finish. What we started last season would be extremely special. And for us to get back to that mountaintop would just be an amazing feeling. We were part of the history of the rivalry, and there's no way we could go down in history as being remembered as a team that lost twice to the Celtics. With all the history that's going on, there's no way.
Check it, you know how I be. Last week Kobe couldn't do without me. You know how I be. Last week Kobe couldn't do without me. Kobe, nigga, tell me how my ass tastes. Okay, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
The starting five has never lost. This starting five has never lost a series, ever.
First off, it has to be the Boston Celtics. Anytime you start off 27-2 and that's an NBA record, defending your NBA championship, that's big time.
For the 11th time in NBA history, we saw the Celtics and Lakers go at it in an NBA Finals last spring. And now, with each team atop its respective conference, we have to wonder, are we going to see it again?
It was simply basketball fantasy. Now it's not only reality, it is destiny. The last two champions of the NBA are the two most storied franchises in the game's history. Here's stolen by Bryant. Bad pass, puts up the three. Bang! Bryant on a drive, gets the contact, count it, and a foul.
It's not time to sit and reflect and reminisce and be nostalgic. You don't want to be.
Bryant has to put it up, and he puts it in. Bryant looking. Artest, that's a three. Bang! The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles. The LA Lakers, the 2010 NBA champions. Such emotion on the floor here at the Staples Center as the Lakers win their 16th title. And this has to be one of the sweeter ones as they defeat the Celtics finally in a Game 7.
NBA Finals MVP is none other than Kobe Bryant.
How does this one stand out for you more than 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Well, this is the sweetest. It's we've been downplaying the whole series, the rivalry between us and the Celtics, because we had to focus on what we had to do. But we understood how bad the city wanted it. There's no question about it. And this one's by far the sweetest because it's against them, and because it's the hardest one by far.
We know what it means as a team, but what about individually for you?
Just got one more than Shaq. So you can take that to the bank. You know how I am. You guys know how I am. I don't forget anything.
What's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
LeBron James is leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers to sign with the Miami Heat.
He drives a stake into the heart of his hometown.
I hope he never wins anything in Miami.
The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted. It's back-to-back titles for the Heat.
I'ma do what makes my city and my state happy, and that's why I came back. I love you. I'm back.
I still have a lot to prove because of the expectations I put on myself. I ask more of myself than anybody could ever ask of me. So, yeah, my expectations are still high. And but I understand I'm more patient now than I was 4 years ago. I understand what it takes to win a championship. I understand it's the hardest thing that you could ever do in your basketball career.
It's just another notch in the resume of a guy who I think it will not even be a debate when it's all said and done who the greatest player of all time is.
The lob to James. Oh! LeBron! Another look inside the
The spin, the jumper, it goes!
LeBron James is easily the most valuable player in the league, and he's also the most complete basketball player the planet's ever had.
The greatest rivalry in the history of American sport. What? That is not an opinion. That is an undeniable fact in at least one way.
The greatest long-distance shooter I have ever witnessed.
This dude, Klay Thompson, makes them maybe the best shooting backcourt we have ever seen in NBA history.
Hot team in the NBA, the Golden State Warriors, and your future NBA champ.
I recognize the greatness that I'm witnessing. They're the greatest shooters that I've ever seen.
I want to start with you. Who would win, the 95, 96, 72 win Bulls team or this Warriors squad?
Well, this is probably going to anger a lot of Generation Xers. Well, not unlike the three of us, but it's our golden years. But the truth is the matter, these Warriors would beat those Bulls. These Warriors beat teams in the playoffs by 17 points. Those Bulls by 10 points. I got metrics, I got Vegas. You know what else I got? I got athletes. Here's the fact of the matter of life. People get faster, bigger, better.
Golden State putting themselves into the conversation for the greatest team, talking Celtics, Lakers, all of them, the greatest team ever.
My pleasure to present you Steph Curry with the 2014-15 Kia MVP.
The Golden State Warriors are in the NBA Finals for the first time in 40 years. The MVP of the NBA is going to play in the Finals against a four-time MVP.
You are the reigning 2015 MVP. This next part may not go as well, but in a matter of days, a man who will play in his 5th straight finals and has won 4 MVPs will make his way here with the Cavaliers. What are you expecting from your group?
We're going to be us. We're going to play our same game and defend like crazy, push the tempo. Obviously, they have some experienced guys that have been here before, but why not us this year?
Steph, congratulations, and congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. Mike Green.
It's uncanny. I don't think there's ever been a guy in our league to be able to shoot the ball as well as he does, off the dribble or off the catch, off the ball. And he just creates so many different matchup problems for your defense, and you always have to be aware of them.
How do you slow him down?
The same way you slow me down. You can't.
I'm going to say, if I do a prediction, I'm going to say Warriors 4-2. But that being said, I mean, if LeBron somehow willed his team and Kyrie was Kyrie, then, you know, it wouldn't shock me, but I'm going to go with the Warriors though.
Irving falls down, hangs on, gets it to J.R. Smith. Can't hit the three. Green with another rebound. And Kyrie Irving is hurt, limping up the floor.
Their worst fears are confirmed. All-star point guard Kyrie Irving will miss the rest of these finals. The team announced today that Irving has a fractured left kneecap. The injury requires 3 to 4 months of rehabilitation after the surgery.
There will be at least a Game 6 in these NBA Finals as Golden State bounces back in a big way and avoid their first 3-game losing streak of the entire season. And these NBA Finals are tied up at 2 games apiece. LeBron James and the Cavs lose at home. They've been 27-2 in their last 29 home games.
Bottom line is, Cleveland had nothing. They had no legs. They had absolutely, positively nothing left.
LeBron James had a bad game in a big game. Simple as that. Bad game in a big game. He was not as engaged as I expected him to be from the start.
For that opening. Steps back, crossover, fires away. Wow! Another three from Curry! What a victory in Game 5 for Golden State.
The best player on the planet wasn't there, either mentally or physically. He just wasn't quite there.
I don't feel right about much when it comes to Cleveland right now after that shooting display last night, because if you ain't making shots, you just ain't making shots.
He's not the MVP. You had chances to close deals. You could be up in this series. You could be up 3-2, or even it could be over by now.
Giving up second chance opportunities. Green outworking Mozgov, and Curry does the rest. Fires away. Got it again. Stephen Curry from downtown, it's back to 11. And the dream season is now complete. The Golden State Warriors are the 2015 NBA champions. Their first title in 40 years. And how sweet it must be for those crazy loyal Bay Area fans.
Talked about the changing perception of what it meant to be a Warrior. What does it mean now?
World champs, this is truly special.
I don't know. I mean, for me, it's never a success if you go out losing. But I think it's we put ourselves in, back where this franchise needed to be, being a contender. But we still got a lot of work to do.
Congratulations to the 2015 NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors. Remarkable run. 67-win regular season, a glorious postseason, and of course they capped it off with an NBA title over the Cavaliers.
I've spoken to champions, I've spoken to Hall of Famers throughout my career, and they talk about the price that they paid in order to win, to be crowned champions, and this guy is walking around like he won the title. It bothers me. Enough. You got to get it done. Period. No more excuses. No more. I don't care about what products you're selling. I don't care about what you do through November, through May, assuming there's going to be a game. I care about what you're going to do in terms of putting rings on your finger so Skip Bayless, myself, and everybody else can shut up. It is time. I'm tired of this man being celebrated. For what? We know you're great. How about winning? Win for one. Just win.
Yeah.
Just win, baby.
Welcome
just
to the
win.
You have
Al David, just win.
When I realized that talent was not going to be enough, it was not going to be enough for me to be anywhere near greatness. And I made that choice to outwork everyone.
I didn't appreciate last year getting to the finals, when the Cavs was out for the rest of the season, when the Kai was dealing with injuries all the way from the first round. It was definitely a different feeling, having our team at full strength. I appreciate this moment and be there once again.
If I go with my head, it's the Golden State Warriors, because obviously the Golden State Warriors, to me, with the year that they've had, the two superstars that they have, as far as I'm concerned, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, the reigning two-time league MVP, their marksmanship, the snipers that they are, free throws, three-point shooting, the explosive tendencies that they put forth. There is no question in my mind that you consider all of those things combined with their depth, that the Golden State Warriors should beat this Cleveland Cavaliers team.
With a huge win on the road, take a commanding 3-1 lead in these NBA Finals. LeBron James and the Cavs now in a big hole as they head back to
home. I'm watching that finals last night. Because of the explosion of the three-point shot, he is not as impactful as he used to be.
Because if you end the day, if you're LeBron James, 25 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, it was almost as if he's looking at the age of analytics and was saying to himself, well, 5-10 years down the road, if we lose these NBA Finals, they're going to be able to look at my numbers and say I did my job. That's literally how he looked.
My mind was boggled by what I didn't see from LeBron right away. I cannot tell you how disappointed I was in King James throughout the game, but especially down the stretch.
He tries another three. That's good. LeBron James from downtown. James against Rush. Leans in, tried to draw the foul, got him up, count it, and one. 40 points for LeBron James. What a road victory for the Cleveland Cavaliers as the NBA Finals will return to Cleveland on Thursday night.
So I don't know. I'm not making a case that Cleveland's going to come from 3-1 down, be the first team ever in the finals to pull this off.
They could.
But they could.
McAdoo's in the game. James Jones is off the bench. He's going to come in. James finishing touches on a magnificent performance. And there's the buzzer. Game 7, Sunday night in Oakland.
Game day, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Fired up.
Game 7, Skip.
How you feel,
Game
Skip?
7, Skip.
Let's talk about it. Is that LeBron James is 31. He doesn't dunk as much. You're not going to get a 45-point night from him. Those days are over. He's a human being.
Finishing touches on a magnificent performance. 41 in back-to-back finals games.
In the end, we're seeing the LeBron that is 31, is not going to chase you down and block from behind.
Blocked by James. LeBron James with a rejection.
No longer an A-plus scorer and an A-plus defender and an A-plus this, that, and everything. He is really A- to B-plus at everything. And so he's no longer Superman. He's now Batman.
Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
LeBron, as soon as that buzzer sounded, your emotions let loose. Can you describe what you're feeling right now?
I set out a goal 2 years when I came back to bring a championship to the city. I gave everything that I had. I poured my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears to this game, and Cleveland, this is for you. Oh.
Well, LeBron James, I think that this dude, I'm struggling to find the words to express how happy I am for him. We all know, Skip, both you and I picked Golden State to win this series in 7 games.
Oh man, that guy is, I think that some people would say that he's on the toe of he's on the line of greatness, but that man, that guy is way over. Man, he's freaking awesome, and as a student of the game, it would be a disservice to myself if I didn't try to learn as much as possible while I'm playing with this guy. Every single day demanding more out of himself, demanding more out of us. So the sky's the limit. So, I've learned a lot, and I will continue to. And I couldn't be more proud of that guy, man. He left it all out there on the floor. Add that to the LeBron long list that everyone keeps forgetting. So.